Wow. Okay. I haven't been down here in a long time. Yeah, I'm in the front. I'm underneath the front suspension of the Bug. Um, Actually just checking everything. See if there's any funky wear. Everything looks okay. Alright. Oh, look at that. Look at these hairs. Must have run over a poor animal. Wonder if that was that cat about 6 years ago. Still there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, since the car is like really low, yeah, I don't think the cat would have survived. Yeah, she's a goner. Or was that Chihuahua dog? It might have been the Chihuahua dog. I don't know. What I'm doing is I'm gonna grease the suspension. I haven't greased it in like maybe 4 years, 4 or 5 years. You're supposed to do it like every now and then, like at least once a year. I haven't. And one of the reasons you want to do this is because these arms, if you've got a tube, they basically go in here, like to about here long, and right around here it rides on a piece of metal. It's not a bearing, it's just a piece of metal. So you have to grease these so that that arm, that tube, doesn't wear out and start becoming looser and looser, and thus your suspension gets looser and looser and just weirder and weirder. So I have to grease it from here. Oh my god, I have it. There we go. From there and up here. Now, in order to do this, the car has to be unladen. What does that even mean, Issy? What does unladen mean? Yeah, nobody really speaks those politically correct words, those PhD words. Nobody talks like that. It's laden means basically get the weight off the suspension. Yeah, they could have just said that, right, instead of use that word. But no. Anyways, I need to grease that sucker right there, and this sucker right here. And as I grease it with the grease gun, the grease is going to start coming out of here, like right there, and right around there. It's going to come out. Yeah, so the weight has to be up in the air so that there's no weight, so that the grease can actually travel throughout the areas inside the tube and that way. Let's go ahead and do that. Hook up the grease gun and we'll continue. Anyways, got my grease gun, and I'm just gonna hold it just until it builds some pressure. Once it builds pressure, you can release it and it should stay. And just keep going until you see grease coming out. And there you go. There's the grease right there. Woo, okay, that is one. Saw the grease coming out. As soon as you see it coming out, stop. You're done. Moving on to the next one. Well, anyways, I'm going to do all the remaining three of them. And I'm not going to show you that because it's just repeat, and that's just boring, right? So I'm going to take the advantage of it being up in the air, you know. So I'm going to check my bearings. I haven't really checked my bearings since I installed the drop kit, spindle kit thing. So I just want to see if they're worn out or whatever. There should be a little, when you rock the tire back and forth like that, you might get a little, just of ever so slight clank, like clack, 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 but ever so slightly. And let's see if you can, yeah, you can hear it. Okay, that is kind of normal. That's almost never going to go away. At least I've never seen a Bug or a GM or a Ford, for that matter. It doesn't do this. Let's see this side. Yeah, same deal. About the same. They're almost exactly the same. They will wobble this way. Now, if I try to wobble it this way, like in and out, like that, usually that's almost like zero. Yeah. See? Zero. All right. So I didn't do that to this side. It should be zero. And that is basically your alignment. If it moves in and out like that, that means your bearings they're bad. You have to change them. So nope, zero. Have no bearing issues. So I got to check my brakes too. I don't know where they're at. I can't really see that well, so I'm going to take the wheels off, both of them, because I want to see the brakes. I'm almost tempted to take the whole thing apart and grease the bearings, because it's been over 5 years. No. Oh, let me go back. No, it's been about 8 years. Maybe 8 years. Yeah, 8 years more or less since I last did a grease job on the bearings. You know what? I might actually do that. I'm actually re-grease both my bearings just because. That way I'll see how the inner seal is doing. See if I need to replace it. Yeah, I'm here, might as well, you know. It's one of those weekends when you can't really do anything, so I'm gonna do this right now. This is maintenance that everybody should be doing. You know, the bearings, there's manuals that tell you they have to do it at whatever mileage. As long as you do it within like 5 years. 5 years. Bad advice. Don't take my advice. It's been about 8 years since I last packed those bearings. So I'm gonna check to. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna check. I'm just gonna repack those bearings and then put them all back. Since there's nothing wrong with the bearings, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna replace them. But this is maintenance that has to be done. So you don't break down in the middle of nowhere and have to call a tow truck, because once a bearing like this goes, this tow bar is useless. Yeah, this is for the bug. But once the bearing goes in the front, the tow bar is useless. Same thing with bearings in the back, useless. You have to tow the vehicle home. That can be very, very expensive. And I mean very expensive. Or, you have to go get a dolly from U-Haul, trailer it home. But yeah, that can be very, very expensive. So that's some maintenance that we all have to do now and then. I don't want to do it. I don't know why. It's just because it's dirty. It gets in my fingers, and I was just working on my girly hands, and it just never happens. I'm never able to have girly hands these days. It's just, I'm always doing something. Always doing something. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take those wheels off. Yeah, this is where I carry my doodad breaker bar with the socket that goes in the nuts, the bolts on the rims. Anyways, yeah, I carry an extra Riviera. It's the same size for the front, and I know this one in a pinch will work, even though it's a low pro, in the back. I'll just drive it really slow, like 55 on the freeway. It's a bug. So 55 is normal for a bug, to be seen at the freeway doing 55. So, you know what I mean? So nobody's going to be honking at you. Hey, man, you're going too slow. Oh, it's a bug. Never mind. He's going too fast. He's going too fast. 55 is too fast. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, that's where I carry my spare right there. I don't carry it over here because it doesn't fit. It's got wide. The tire's too wide. So it doesn't fit there. Yeah, I always carry a bag full of tools and gloves. Oh, shit, gloves. I need gloves. Oh. Yeah, see, this pays off. I'm remembering stuff as I am describing stuff. Yeah, look at that. I got gloves. My girly hands are going to be okay then. I forgot about that. I kept those there because in case I break down in the middle of nowhere and, maybe I'm dressed or not, whatever. Well, I can wear gloves and do my thing and I'll be okay. I won't have to clean my hands. Yeah, we're going to be using my gloves See if they fit. See if they don't fall apart, because they're probably like 10 years old. They're probably gonna fall apart. Anyways, I gotta take that off real quick. I know there's battery powers. I get it, but they're not in my budget. Oh, my tires are, well, they definitely need new tires. The wear bars are just out on this side right here. So I'm gonna need new tires. Okay. Okay, these tires are about 140,000, maybe 150,000 miles on these. That's right. 150,000 miles on this thing, and it still has pretty good tread. This side is still, you know, the wear bar is still down. The wear bar is still down. This side, yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's definitely time for new tires. 150,000. This thing only weighs 800 pounds. Okay, 800 pounds right here. Divided by 2 is 400 pounds on this tire. That's why they don't wear. And this thing, the alignment is perfect. Yeah, I did the alignment myself. Me, myself, and I did the alignment. I'm pretty good at doing that. I've been doing it for so many years and so many bugs that I've gotten really good at it. Oh wow, my brakes are like brand new. Look at how thick they are. They're like brand spanking new. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and then take the calipers off. I'm just gonna take them off and hang the caliper so I don't damage this hose. And I'm gonna take the cover off. Oh man, the little clip fell off. It used to have a little clip right here. Oops, a little clip right here. It must have fallen off. Oh man, those are not easy to get. Maybe it's inside the cap. I'm gonna check the cap. And there it is. What? We don't see nothing. There it is. See? Oh, phew. I was like, all right, cool. We still got the Speedo cable C-clip. All right. I'm just going to leave it there so I don't lose it. Saved. All right. That was almost a tragedy there. It'll probably be okay. You can probably run without it. I just, you know, peace of mind, you know, that thing is going to be functioning correctly with the C-clip. I probably didn't put it on right. Okay, let's go ahead and loosen this sucker up. There we go. Let's see if I can do just one. Oh. There we go. Yep. I was going to try to double it up, but was not necessary. Was not necessary. No necesario. Alright. Yeah, never hang your thingies. Never let them dangle, or you will be sorry. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing right here with my little hammer. I have my little toy hammer. I call it my little toy hammer because my son used to help me with this hammer when I was doing some projects, construction or whatever. He would always grab his little hammer. And Dad, what can I do? Okay, I need those nails in there. He would go at it. Yeah, those are the fun years. And then they grow up. No, they're still fun. It's just different. Everything's different as they get older. You start to respect them for what they are. And you're just happy. They're happy. Where is my rag? I had a rag! You! I don't know what I did with my rag. Man, here, raggy. That always works. Sometimes. I'm gonna use another one. Alright, so it takes an Allen wrench. This is just like a U-bolt that gets crushed onto the threads of the spindle. Oh, this way. Lefty loosey, right? Lefty loosey. Okay, once it reaches a certain point, okay, here's the trick to this. Okay, you know how, okay, they spin in this direction, right? In this direction, when you're on the road, normally. Okay, so if this was to come loose, this would self-tighten by itself. Okay, so to know what way to loosen it, it's usually backwards. You know, like you're going in reverse. Follow the disc going in reverse. That's loosening. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got my gloves because I want to conserve my girly hands. There we go. So I just like that, and they'll just pop out. Get them out of the way, because if you don't, they're just gonna flop into the ground, into the dirt, or whatever. You don't want to do that. Just go like that, boom, and they'll just pop out. These right here, this one right here. They don't look that bad. It looks like they just got greased. I do hell of a good grease jobs on these things. I guess, well, I've been doing it since I was like 8. Yeah, since I was like 8. Okay. Bye, Mija. It's my daughter. You should be able to pull it out now. And there you go. So this seal actually looks pretty good. It's not like, if it was bad, you would see like fresh grease coming out and it would just look really bad. But this looks nice. It's just dirty. So I'm gonna clean it and take the bearing out and we're gonna grease them. Okay, so the way I do it, I usually use a breaker bar that's that big because I don't want to damage the seal. If I use a screwdriver and try to pull it out like that, I'm gonna damage this area right here. Okay, so what I do is I grab the bearing, okay, because you're not gonna damage it, trust me, and you just do this and it'll bring the bearing and the seal, it'll bring it up. That way you can reuse your seal. It's just common sense stuff, you know. I'm just cleaning this because I just want to see if it looks good or bad. And it's nice and greasy on the inside. I'm gonna say this thing is good. This thing is good. Okay, we got that. We got this bearing. This bearing looks really, really good. Really, really good. I mean, it still has good amount of grease. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and still re-grease it the easy way. I don't know if this is gonna become, see, my gloves are just failing more and more. More and more. So what I do is just like grab some grease like that. I know you guys seen this like a gazillion times. I realize that. I'm just bored out of my mind, okay? I'm bored out of my mind. And what I start doing, I just go like this. I'm scraping like that. That's forcing the grease to this side. Like that, and spin it. Do it again. And spin it. And you just repeat and repeat. Okay. And I could already tell, like right on those edges right there, grease is starting to come out. Yeah, it's a little dark, but yeah, you know. And this bearing should be done. I mean, look at all that grease that came out through the gaps right there. This bearing is done. So I can just throw it back in there. Look at, if I wasn't wearing gloves, oh my god. My girly hands were like, they would be all manly, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just messing with you. it doesn't really matter to me if I have girly hands or if I have manly hands, as long as they work. The important part. So, okay, so I'm gonna see if I can clean this real quick. Because I got some grease right here, and I got some grease right here that I want to clean. Okay. Okay, she's clean. I want to put my seal back in. I can almost push it in with my hand. Yeah, just pushed it in with my hand. I'm still gonna make sure go around it. You can use like a tool, like something like this. You know, this is from the serpentine thing that we did on the Type 4, and hammer it that way so that it goes in nice and flush, and you don't damage your seal whatsoever. All right, well, this is done. This is going back on the bug. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. You guys don't need to see that. That's not that. I'm like, what? How did he put that on there? Right? I'm gonna put it on back on the bug, and I'm gonna re-grease the other bearing. Okay, I got my tiny little bearing. It looks like a toy, I swear to God. It looks like a toy. But that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna need too much of that. So, that should be more than enough. There's some people that would say, you need to clean this, you need to wash it, you need to. I don't think so. The thing is, this thing was a perfect bearing. It wasn't loose or anything like that. But okay, let's go ahead and wipe as much grease as we can of the old one. I'm not gonna wash it simply because this should be sufficient to, there's only 400 pounds on this bearing. Okay, divided by 2, actually that would be 200 pounds on this bearing, because the other one takes another 200 pounds. So there's hardly any weight on these bearings, so you should be fine. Okay, turn it. Yeah, I know, I'm putting you to sleep. Yeah, that's what you get. Okay, turn it. Okay, see, you go. See, the grease came out on this side. She's greased. I already did a whole revolution on it. We're good. We're gonna put these back on the spindle. Okay, so we're gonna put, well, I already pushed the bearing inside. I'm sure you guys can figure that out how I did that. Let's see if I can get a closer look to what I'm doing. Okay, so, this is the lock. Reason is a lock is because there's, see, it's got like a little doodad sticking down. Yeah, okay. This one has a little doodad where that's gonna slide into. So it would just go like this. Okay, like that. We're gonna grab our nut, Z-nut. Okay, it goes like that. Okay, there's a proper way and there's a wrong way. This goes out. This is inward because you want the whole washer to rest on this and take the load. If you do it the other way, this is thinner. It's gonna take, you could have wearing, premature wearing. This can wear into the washer, the lock washer. Okay, remember, now it's gonna be the other way around. It's gonna spin in the direction that way. See, the direction of wheel travel. Sometimes it's easy to just put the thing on like that and just follow it like that. How much do you tighten it? Okay, you tighten it until it kind of stops going. Like right there, I can't turn it anymore. Okay, I think I had this on backwards. To be honest, I think this was on backwards. The reason I know is because there's an L right here that says left. This L should be visible. Once it's tight, you know, this thing doesn't want to spin. Okay, you loosen it. And you see it still doesn't want to spin. You loosen it. Okay. She still doesn't want to spin. I mean, you're preloading it. Okay, like right... Okay, hold on. Like right there, it has no load. No load whatsoever. Right there, it's got a load. And it looks about right, actually. See if I go like right there. No. It's just too much. Okay, so you want somewhere in the middle. There you go. About there. She spins easily with your hand. Okay. Tighten it. There's a proper procedure in the manual that tells you how to do this. I've never had a problem doing it this way, which actually it'll probably be kind of almost identical to what I just showed you guys. Anyways, tighten that sucker up. She's tight. She ain't coming loose, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna put this back. But before we put it back, I'm gonna clean it because I got grease everywhere. She's in. See the sound changed? It went to from a hollow bang 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 to a bang bang bang. Okay, it's all the way down. So now we're gonna put the C-clip in. And I don't know why it fell off last time. I'm wondering if it's worn out. C-clip. Little tiny C-clip. I did it, but it doesn't feel that tight. It's probably gonna fall off again. It's probably just worn out. I don't care. That's the way I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my calipers back. I'm not gonna show you that because it's just the reverse of removal. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other side.
Okay, so sometimes the trick using this thing doesn't quite work. This is a steel one. This is not a rubberized, you know, style. This is like the cheapest of the cheap. And yeah, I don't think I can reuse this. I'm pretty sure she's done. So I already did the bearing. I already did that bearing and this bearing. She's ready. I just happen to have another oil seal. In this case, it's a grease seal, right? So she's brand spanking new. Yeah, it just happened to. I just always happen to have stuff that I need at the moment. You know, it's. I guess just over the years, things just build up. You know. There we go. She's in. She's good. I'm calling it good. Okay. I'm going to put this on the passenger side now. I'm going to put it back. After I need to clean all these marks. And my glove. She totally ripped. But look at my hands, though. They still look all girly and stuff. Oh, well, maybe not the nails, but whatever. But this one is still holding. She's holding, Captain. Yeah, first official heat wave. I was just opening the garage for more light, and then I'm like, I don't think so. It's too hot outside. So the first official heat wave of Bakersfield. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the bearing on. Yeah, I wasn't gonna show you this stuff, but you know that seal just made me show you that. There you go. I'm gonna button everything up. Okay, she's back on. Totally done. Totally done. I'm gonna drop it down so that I can actually torque the bolts on the wheels. I don't want them coming off on the freeway. You know, that's always a bad sign. Anyway, yeah, I'm all done. I'm gonna take my gloves off. Look at that! Ooh, my goodness gracious! Eee! Yeah, these are very manly. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm bored. What can I say? I'm bored. All right, I'm pretty much done with that. I gotta check the timing marks on the engine. next, but it's too freaking hot inside the garage right now, so I'll probably do this in the evening. What? That can't be right. 80? Man, I'm breaking a sweat. Oh my god, I'm not used to the heat. It's barely 80 degrees in here, and I'm like dying. I'm sweating. I'm used to the cool weather. Oh god. Anyways, muchachos and muchachas, don't forget to do your maintenance. That's no excuse to do maintenance. You need to do those maintenance intervals. You don't want to be that person broken down on the side of the freeway. So, muchachos and muchachas, do your maintenance. This is COVID-19, coronavirus, is the perfect time to catch up on all your maintenance. I mean, I'm sorry I bored the hell out of you. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I am not sorry. So you guys have a great weekend and do your maintenance. Adios.
Oh yeah, that's right. The nut. I almost forgot about the nut. Yeah, the nut on the shock. Yeah, I didn't even know it fell off, and I'm like, oh, there's everything's good. Not. Yeah, I actually saw that on my when I was editing the video. I was like, what? Wait a minute. I went back and I looked like, oh my god. Yeah, I found it during the editing. I didn't even notice it. I'm a bad inspector. What can I say? Okay, moving on. She's fixed.